Hey guys, Uncommon Ramen here, with a quick reminder, if you like the content that I do, hit that like and subscribe button to help with the analytics. Also, if you want to see the content as it comes out, hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I post a new video. And then finally, if you feel the need to support me, hit me up on my Patreon at patreon.com/uncommonramen, capital U, capital R, because I do all this in my free time, and any amount of support you guys give me can help me bring more of this content to you more often. Now, without further ado, we got Pocket Master Builder here. I have never actually heard of this game, but I am actually a sucker for I would say solo play. This is 1 to 2 players, but solo play games that come in very tiny boxes that I could take literally anywhere with me. I have done tons of videos for games like this where they come in such a small package that you could put it into a backpack or a cargo pocket, whatever. You could bring it with you when you travel with very little footprint. And that is exactly what this game is. In fact, what this game is a worker placement slash, what does it say, construction, resource collecting game, strategy game. And it's exactly the type of thing that kind of is what I like to pick up when I pick up these solo games, because they tickle my brain. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Ultra Tiny Epic series, so Ultra Tiny Epic Galaxies and Ultra Tiny Epic Kingdoms, because they come in a very small box similar to this. But again, I've never heard of this one, and it looked really intriguing. So we're going to take a look inside and see what we get here. But you can see right here, this is just a normal deck box. In fact, it's actually smaller than a normal deck box. So this is either American playing card size or standard European playing card size. So we've got our trusty knife here. Let's see if I can, there we go, find a weak spot. This was made in Taiwan. We got names here from the creator, who is Wei Min Ling, and the artist Mai Shirley Chan, and or Chan, and you know, they together with the May and the Min, we get May Min Games. So again, never heard of it, but it looks like it would be very interesting. You can see the back here. There's kind of like a little setup here. You're going to build cards. Right here, construct a building, place worker, play a card. So we got the interior of the box. Looks relatively simple here. First thing we got here is a whole bunch of cubes in 2 different colors. It is up to 2 players, so I'm assuming one color is one player and the other color is the other player. These are just your standard wooden cubes. It's quite a few of them, so I assume we can have quite a few workers. We got 2 different sheets for rules, so let's see which one's which. Alright, so this one is the beginning part, so this shows the contents. We got ourselves a play area. Then what I assume... Okay, we got our player set up. And then we move into how to play. Got an example here. And then we got the game end. So I assume the other page that's in here is solo play? Components and setup. Oh, this is much smaller. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is the solo play rules. So they have two different setups, which is typical for solo play, and because it's a small box, we're not looking at one single rule book. We just have we have two different sheets, one for the 2-player game and one for the solo game. Which I am super okay with. They did a good job with that. Alright, next up we have the cards. This is it from the box. Let's see if I can open this without needing the trusty knife. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we just got a cabin, which is depicted here in the art. We have some costs up here, or possibly victory points, and then we have little areas here depicting resources, as well as a box here, which I assume is the cabin's ability. And then as we just keep going, they're all kind of set up like this. We have ourselves a tavern. Wood workshop. Another wood workshop, and they're different. So that's important to note. The effect box is the same, but the outside resources are different. Got a brick workshop. Got ourselves a stone workshop. A gold workshop. Another gold workshop. And again, the outside resources are the only difference. Got ourselves a market. Two markets. Shelter. Manor. Staging post. Fountain. Lighthouse. Barrack. Gate. Sentry. Two sentries. Tower. I was going on a whim here, but we got two towers. Got a smithy. Two of these guys. Sorry. Fingers in the way there. Got a prison. I wonder if there's two prisons? No, okay, we got a fortress. Got a chapel. Two chapels. Got ourselves a church. A cabin. This guy doesn't have anything on the resource side except right here for wood. A tavern. Same thing where it only has resources on the side. And I assume these are... And they actually have a different backing now that I see it. So these guys are probably starting on the edge. And I assume we have to build out based on the colors. Got ourselves a barrack. A gate. A library, which has only resources on the top here. And is ironically the first library that we've seen. A bell tower. A university. City Hall. Very European construction. Palace. Watchtower. Castle. Cathedral. Then we have these guys. Their backing is the same as the starting building, so I assume these kind of go around the board as well. It looks like they have a resource thing on the bottom, so maybe these go around the top of the thing. It seems like what you're doing is you're creating the infrastructure on the inside of a castle area. So you're creating the buildings on the inside of the walls. And these look like they represent the walls. They all have different resources and different text boxes. You can't tell, but the finish on this is incredible. It's like a linen finish for cards. It's very smooth, very easy to... very tactile. We got what I assume... oh, this is a player board. So there should be 2 of these. Yeah. Got ourselves 2 player boards. There's a back side. I don't know if the back side is any different. It appears the back side is the same, so those are your player boards. Then we have a board that keeps track of the resources that you've collected. And again, they're double-sided, but they have the same stuff on both sides. Okay, so this last set is a different color than the other one. So we went from yellow to gray, and then from gray to this bluish color. So I'm not actually sure what this is, but we'll go through these cards anyway. These are probably for the solo, now that I think about it. Yeah, I think those are probably for solo play. So that is the cards in here. Essentially, it is what it looks like to be a worker placement game and resource management. You can play up to 2 players. It has the different cubes for the different players. But it is also solo play, so you could play this by yourself. It has its own instruction for that. And it just, like I said, comes in such a small box that it feels like it's meant for, you know, just traveling around and doing your thing when you're bored or whatnot. I mean, you could even take it as a party game, although, like I said, it only supports up to 2 people, so it kind of defeats the purpose of being a party game. But either way, still a really interesting looking game. I could not leave my local game shop without seeing it and being completely intrigued. I love strategy games and I love resource management, so it was just a really interesting and fun purchase. Okay, that's it. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave some... well, I already said that at the beginning. Anyway, if you have any comments or questions, leave those down below. Let's keep it positive. I will be removing anything negative. And until next time, guys. Peace.